Hello bediddlers, how are you diddling? Welcome to part 8 of Mega Man Unlimited, and we now go after the final Robot Master. It is Jetman, and I think this stage looks really nice. It probably has my favourite visuals, and it's got another lovely piece of music. And it's an airport at night, and you have this very sort of emotive piece in the background. Brings me a bit of nostalgia for a game that I played on the Master System many moons ago called Alex the Kid in Shinobi World, and that theme was Raid of the Helicopters. I'll link it in the description. But as you can see, this stage has already started hectically. We've got planes attacking us from all over the place, missile bombers as they're called, and we have these fellas here. They seem to be smuggling birds, or pippies as they're called. They're called Mr. Shinri, and I looked this up, and Mr. Shinri means newcomer in Japanese. We played quite poorly there because I was explaining a few things, so let's refill our energy. Very forgiving design. But yeah, I think this stage looks and sounds fantastic. Shield attackers, and that is really the biggest danger. Those things there, I'll go back down. You need to shoot them very quickly, because if you don't shoot them very quickly, then the smuggler's suitcase will explode with all those pippies. Contraband, you might say. And I missed it there. And you also have these enemies that come from the pits, up and down enemies, and they can be pretty problematic because, you know, if you're not looking where you're going, well, you could literally hit one of those up and down enemies and fall into the pit, which is nasty. Tricky jump here as we come to our first mini boss. It's called a forklift, not a forklift, a forklift. And it's a bit of a baggage handler. Very fun design that, I think. Right, we now come to the main gimmick of this stage, these platforms. Basically, if you want to go right, you need to move left. And obviously they increase the amount of obstacles here. Now up here, we have to react very quickly to this, to Mr. Shinri. And we've got a suspicious wall there. We've seen those walls before. We could use the Tank Castle, but we could also use the Tri-Nitro Blast that we got from Tri-Nitro Man. And if I'm very good, I can kill both the shields and destroy the blocks. And I did. I got hit, but it was still satisfying. I actually didn't know that. I didn't actually know that the screen locks when you go this way. Now I know you can't go back. There is another route, but there's not a great deal to see. Just a few more of these moving platforms. But this is the alternate path, and we want to go this way because it contains our final letter. A little bit tricky this bit, we can skip it with Rush Jet. But the Tri-Nitro Blast is really good because it ignores the shields, but as does the Nail Shield. It's expensive though. Uses up 4 units of energy. Now these jumps are really tight, but you can do them. And you probably glimpse the letter back there. And what we need to do is go back round there. And they want you to cross this pit, but we can actually skip this section and use Rush Coil to get up here. And remember what I said, to go left, we want to press right. And that missile bomber will keep coming at us, so I like to keep shooting because he's problematic. Dane, watch out for the spikes. And there we go. And actually, you know, we can easily view the other path. It's not very long. In fact, there you go. I missed that anyway. So what we'll do is we will take the alternate path now. It's not very long to get back up there. I really like the colours in this stage as well, actually. I've said it looks good, but you've got a bit of purple, the sort of magenta, blue, the sort of warning colours on the edges of the on the walls. I mean, you have to assume there are aircraft landing, so you don't want to really mess with them. But yeah, this is the thing. This is essentially the alternate path. It's not a great. There's not It's not that long. This route. The alternate route with the letter is certainly a lot longer. There we go. Let's grab those goodies up there. 2 mini tanks and some screws. Always good. Mr. Shinobi again. Now it combines. Now the difficulty really increases here. We've got these missile bombers. We've got these up and down enemies, and that's a lovely background. I really do love that. The city in the background with the control tower flashing away. A bridge in the background there. Reminds me of the Brooklyn Bridge in New York, and I'm a fan of New York, so I'm a fan of that. Now, look as it combines all these various elements. And also look how the nail shield comes into tremendous use here as we continue through the stage. Activate the nail shield again. There we go. Now we're coming up to another forklift mini-boss, and you may have noticed it took quite a few shots, but with the Nitro Blast, 2, 3, dead. One more, I looked this up, that enemy is called a Red Guardian. We first saw it in Glue Man stage, and we're going to kill it, and look at that. Good reason to do so. Let's quickly grab it. Ah, thank you very much. That's what we call good RNG. Okay, so we now drop down to our boss this time, Jetman, and he's another quite difficult boss. Now first thing he'll do is he'll fly towards you like that, and you may have noticed that he has sort of like a drag. He sort of drags you towards him in sort of a jet pull, I suppose you could say it. So he has a simple pattern. What he'll do is he'll go up there. He can either drop those bombs. When he comes down, he'll then shoot a missile at you, go back into the air again, and he can either drop missiles or fire a homing missile at you. And it's just rinse and repeat. You keep doing this, and I recommend standing in the middle to dodge the missile attack. You don't know that, it's quite easy to take a lot of damage in this one. But, I expected that to come later, but that's okay. And he's gone. That's our final Robot Master. I love it again, and I love how we end up back where we started, essentially, the runway, with the mountains in the background. Also remind me of when I landed in Cape Town when I went to South Africa many years ago. And for that, we get the jet missile. It just goes straight forward unless you hold down the attack button, in which case it will home into an enemy. So let's save that. In fact, I'll save it. Yeah, I'm going to save it here. And as you can see, we have all 4 letters. Yoku. Don't know what that will do. Obviously I do. I'm just creating drama and tension. But yes. And we get a bit more story. Incoming transmission. It's our brother, Proto Man, who we will meet in Mega Man 3 when I come round to playing that. Mega Man, I've located Wily's castle. Something went wrong here. The place is wrecked. Be careful, Proto Man. The robots are infected with a virus. This is what is causing them to go berserk. A virus, her? Oh, wait! I think I've found where Wily is held captive. Okay, so how is he? We've got to go and rescue him, I suppose. What? You? Oh my goodness me. Drama, 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 diddly diddly. Boderman, what's wrong? I have to find him. So we've got to go and rescue him, go to the Wily Castle, and there's our question mark. And we should basically just get started with that. Hello? I see. It seems we may have another level to go before we move on to the endgame levels. But I'll leave that very, let's say, interesting level for the next episode. Until then, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in part 10. You're frightening me.